Analysis by paralysis. Um, I think it's. I think everyone will encounter this at some point in their life, unless of course you're a savage and you just send it regardless. Then God bless you. But for the rest of us, it's such an unfortunate but necessary stage of building something. Um, we're stuck in this limbo zone of overthinking about problems that haven't occurred, and it's just such a shitty part. You know, I posted my first video in November, but this channel was ready to go by February last year. And the idea for Upper Tier actually started at the end of 2024. So the idea came in 2024. I was ready to go by February, had everything ready, and I didn't post until November. So 9 months it took me to do this. And what happened was in February, I had a camera, had lights, had audio. Now we're good to go. And that's when the lies started, Oh, I got to tweak this, got to tweak that. Well, I'm not ready, got to watch more video. The lighting's not right. Whatever lie you can imagine, I probably told. And so 9 months, I sat there recycling excuses over and over again. And what happened in November was there wasn't one event that sort of prompted me to post the first video. What it was it was an accumulation of these little moments. And there's too many to name, so I'll just categorize them. It came down to just moments of shame, of anger, and fear. I was ashamed because of all the shit that I talked in my head about how I was going to do this and it was going to be great. And, for the first time in my life, I'm going to chase this goal. Nothing. And I was ashamed because I told my girl that I'm going to do this, love. I'm going to start this thing. I'm going to turn it into a business. And 9 months later, I still hadn't done anything. And that pissed me off. I was angry. I was angry that it was just, I felt like a liar. And I was angry that in every other aspect of my life, I was this confident person, so sure of myself. But then as soon as I came to hitting record, suddenly I was like a little boy. And I felt like a fraud. I felt like an imposter. Like, who are you? Are you the guy that you show the public, or are you the guy who can't even press, record on a camera? And I was afraid as well. And it's not the fear of failure, because I don't think a lot of us actually are afraid of failing in a sense, because everyone's failed at some point. So we're kind of used to it, right? That you're not going to win at everything. But the failure is, imagine if you ticked every box and did everything right, followed the blueprint down to a T, fully committed, and you still fell short. Not because you didn't tick every box or do everything right, but simply because you weren't good enough. That's, yeah, that's heartbreaking, right? That's soul wrenching because there's no insurance policy on this. But I think the difference between the guys who've gone before us and built something is that they knew the challenge, they knew what it would cost, and they still took the leap and built the parachute on the way down. And that's scary. They accepted that no matter what happens, the chances of you succeeding very slim, but it's still worth the jump. And so yeah, it was accumulation of those moments that come November, I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna post the first video. And when I did, I was so relieved. I was like, this is it, this is the start. And then I watched the video and it's trash. And so was the video after that. And the one after that. This is video number 7. And it's still trash. I still cringe at myself. I still feel uncomfortable in front of a camera. But the difference between the 9 months of mental preps to inject shit and the 7 imperfect, cringe-worthy videos is I still overthink. I still get anxious. I still tell myself lies. But the amount of time I spend overthinking has minimized, and my willingness to look stupid has increased. If that makes sense. And it's crazy that the progress, the growth that I expected to achieve in those 9 months of overthinking didn't happen until I posted 7 shit videos. And I think that's going to be the case for a lot of things we do. Like I said, whether you're doing content, starting a business, a fitness regime, changing careers, um, you have to send it, right? And I wish it wasn't like that. I wish that all the mental reps that we put in, all the dragon slaying and all of that carry on meant something, but it doesn't. This video isn't, to inspire you to start, because I get it. You start when you start, whether it takes you 3 days, 3 months, 3 years. When you're ready, you'll send it. Well, All I'm trying to say is something that every single one of us know. And we all know this, we just choose to ignore it. The paralysis by analysis stage, that limbo zone, achieves absolutely nothing. And it sucks because some people have these brilliant ideas. They're destined for so much, but they get stuck in this zone and they never leave. We've all heard that saying that their graveyards are filled with unlived potential, unfulfilled dreams. And it's so true. And I wish it wasn't like that. I wish all the mental reps that we did and the planning, I wish it all meant something, but it doesn't, man. It sucks. Like I said, this isn't to inspire you to start. You'll do it when you're ready. This is just to tell everybody what we already know, including myself, that unfortunately, the growth that we're looking for doesn't happen until the act. Fuck. Um, and I hope you do send it, because I hope one day every single person that has a brilliant idea, that has a goal or a passion they want to chase, I hope we all look back, just like the ones who went before us. We all look back at this period in our lives we were too chicken shit to do anything, and laugh at how foolish we were. Like there was nothing to be afraid of. Yeah. This video is the beginning of a new playlist. It's called The Middle Grey. It's where I really introduce and explain what upper tier is about, the philosophy behind it, and what I hope to achieve. The first playlist that I had was The Growth, which is just videos of me about talking about the gear I'm using, but they weren't reviews or anything. They were just me getting used to speaking on the lens and getting used to posting on YouTube and all that stuff. This right here, this will be the beginning of what I hope this brand turns into, and just slowly progress along the way. So, yeah, thanks for watching.